America! Hello, Pittsburgh. Hello, Pittsburgh. How are you? How are you? Happy Good Friday to everybody. Happy Good Friday. America! All right, let's kill that a little bit there, huh? Okay. Welcome to 10 o'clock talks. I am Michael Anthony. Hello, everyone. Yeah. Wow. Another day. Kind of mellow there for a while, and then trouble in paradise up at the Capitol. Don't know what that was about. I do know what it was about, but there's so many unanswered questions to that narrative. Don't know what happened, except for there were two that passed. I believe it was the person who attacked for sure. And from what else I was able to gather, it seemed like one of the officers. Don't like to really see things like that happen. I don't. Not me personally. But this is what happens, I guess. You put a fuse under people. I'm going to ask the Capitol Police to step back, rethink, don't put themselves in harm's way. They might be able to protect themselves a little better and protect the public who is angry, because they're in a catch-22 with that. Another officer got hurt as well. So I think 3 in total, 2 deaths, and somebody, don't know the particulars on his injury. But that's not a way for Good Friday, but we will have that. You put the fuse out there, and this is going directly to you, all in the Democratic Party. Rethink what's going on here, Rethink what you're doing. Look what you're bringing America to. I'm behind America. I need to think about things like this, though, because I don't want nothing to happen to nobody out there that way. We're all Americans. It's just a catch-22. It really is. It's a catch-22. You hate to see things like this happen, but this is where we're at. I say this to all the group leaders out there. We have to set examples. I don't know what they all are. I'm not trying to pursue anything here right now, but we have to somehow gather thoughts, set maybe some examples. I don't know. Again, you don't like to see that happen. You really don't. There's some people going home tonight, and their family's not going to be. That said, to the Christians, send the prayers out. We need your support. I need your support when it comes to this, because, I want to be a voice for you, and I lose my voice with this kind of stuff. I mean, I know where I stand, and I'm angry. It's just, I'm trying to look at every legal aspect we have, and I see a lot of things, good people starting to step up to want to get in on the politic ends and straighten out problems. So I think we should be open-minded to that. To me, it's a hell of a way to open up a thing, like a segment like this, but it is what it is. It is what it is. So prayers to everybody out there. Support to everybody out there. Please don't judge me. I'll never judge you. It really puts you in a catch-22 when you have circumstances like this that start to arise. So I do want to thank everybody for support at 10 o'clock talks here. I appreciate it. And I want to let everybody know, too, we're going to start live streaming across all the boards and all the groups and so forth. So I guess if they're going to hit follow, I'm going to show up in their rooms live. And that would be really great. I want to let Dave Glovin, my man, I owe you an apology. Last night I couldn't think, but I put a million things into my head during the day, Dave. I want to say this in the best way I can. I do my best for you. I do my best for the American people. I really do. It's where it is and sometimes what it is, and I can forget a little bit. So I want to just get this out to the public, and I want to give you all the support I can, Mr. Glovin. So here it is. My error last night was in the mistake of the group, and it's important that you know the group so you can look it up, and I want everybody to do this. send support, get over there, and send some back. Because I know Dave will. He's just that kind of guy. And I think Art as well that's with him. So Connecticut, America Rising National Delivery March. Check it out. Check it out. Get on board with that. And there's other subsidiaries of what these fine guys do. And I'll give you more information into that. And you'll be seeing me live streaming as far as, where I'm going with things. And it's going to be maybe a little better because I really want the interaction. So I'm going to have a read monitor. I'm going to be asked things, I'm sure, and things are going to come up. I'll try to respond where I can, when I can, to things and issues, because I do it to more of a personal level, as well as I try to express anything I can on news of the day, just so I can throw my 2 cents worth in too. It's not always worth the 2 cents I'm giving, but I'll give my 2 cents worth. So with that said, this is the weekend report right here, and happy Good Friday to you. Lots of love to all your families, and I hope you had a good, joyous day. Got some fish, if you're, into all that kind of thing and whatnot. I send a lot of love out to all the businesses around here, and I hope they did well today. I truly do. And I want to just say, if you get a chance, head down to the Blaze Grill this weekend. Tremendous people there. Please do it. Check them guys out. And also Ann's Chop House, Bethel Park. Check them out. Promise me you'll try to, all you Pittsburghers. Now, going a little bit further ahead from that, I could only say this. I want to open up today with a little bit of positivity. And I was writing things yesterday and today, and I was commenting, and then this thing happened at the Capitol, which I just expressed to you. And it kind of threw me off a little bit because you want to put issues of good points out there, and that's not a good point. But there could be some people out there who didn't even know this happened, and who really do avoid media, TV, network media, and so forth. And here I am telling them this stuff, and they're probably like, whoa, really? I didn't hear. So it's important that I do that. But I just want to say, America, right now, on a day like today, where we are in this time, I can't stress enough, and I've said it before, open your doors, live free, These travel restrictions, now that's slavery to us. That's a slap in our face of another step of freedom just taken right from us. And we don't live that. We don't want that. And we demand much better. I know we all do. I do. I demand much better, from leadership, which we don't really have any. Although we have a side there who doesn't seem to really use the voice enough. Even if we don't have the vote, you open your mouths, fight. In the meantime, you fight too. Open them church doors. Be there for your parishioners. I want to see that. People need to worship, and that's a good thing. And I want to stress that, especially today being Good Friday. I'm not telling you how to run your life or what to do. That's not it at all. It's just a matter. Support needs to be put out there in a lot of ways, and today's typically, to me, a good day to do it, and that's why you have that. But I want you to see your families. I want you to celebrate. I want you to hug your children, your grandchildren, and don't separate yourself from them. If you do feel you need to wear a mask, do it. Hey, I'm never going to judge you. Your family really won't judge you. If you got love to share, they're never going to judge you. We can all have indifferences, but you can work them out. You can work them out. Sometimes you may have to avoid them, but you can do that for your family. I guess that's one area you can do that for, and it's going to be within your family. But live as you are and for who you are. All right. Let's see. Where do I want to go here? Because like I said, I got a little thrown by that thing. I was hoping for a good day in America, You can hope for that. You can, really. So, I want to say this maybe. Something that hits me with what we're going through. And keep this in mind because I feel there's logic in it. I don't know if I heard this somewhere, to be honest with you, but it popped into my head. And I thought to myself, I got to write that down. And I don't know where it came from. Excuse me. I truthfully don't know where it came from. But I did it. And it is he who controls the narrative, controls the histories. And right now we're seeing that history has been made. It really has. The border issue, the children issue. Now, I'm hearing this number is not accurate. I'm hearing it's much higher. I don't know if that's true, but 861,000 jobs as of March 31st since the new administration. 861,000 new claims to unemployment. I heard the job loss is much greater than that, though. It's almost doubled. Why they have these numbers is probably who filed first or what's going on. I don't know. Some people may not do it automatically, but we're like almost double that number. So congratulations. Congratulations to this administration. They're terrible. They really are. Hope you're feeling good and healthy today. I was lazy today. I didn't do much. I mean, I did a lot, but I didn't do much for myself. Planning for Easter and all. And I hope you have a joyous Easter Sunday. I truly do. Remember, this is the weekend edition, so I'm going to be with mine, and I want you to be with yours. Walk away from all this technology for a minute. Spend it with your family. Spend them times. So some changes for PA and whatnot for elections and so forth. And things have came up about that, and they're looking pretty positive. And today the Democrats are, screaming in Georgia. Actually started yesterday, and they're screaming about the, legislation that passed there because of ID votes and stuff. And then you have the narratives of these people in the media saying boycott them. My God, yeah, sure. You got to win at everything, right? We get that. Full control. Yeah, well, you're not going to see it here. You're not going to see it here. We have the right to do what we need to do to fight back, and you're just going to have to deal with that. And that's the way it is. So, yeah, as far as that media stuff, and that's all about them. It's always all about them. We saw it for 4.5 years from the announcement of when President Trump chose to, start his campaign. Maybe it's almost 5 years now at this point, to be honest with you. And, so the narrative then automatically, it's not about you anymore. We are taking back America. And I'm going to be leading the best effort that I can. And I know you will be doing it too. If you want to join in, stay in with us here, please help the fight. Please help the fight. And all the other great patriots out there and all the other group rooms. Because we are, as one, coming together closer. Doing things, they're letting me slide into their rooms in a good way. They've been supportive. And I really do want to come out to the live segments for you to chill out with you and have some interaction. So we're looking to hopefully get on board with that full by Monday and this upcoming Monday. And that'll be great. That'd be great. So yeah, in the midst of the beginning of next week. Can't wait, really. It's going to be cool. It's really going to be cool. So I want to talk a little bit because it came up a lot to me through mail. Doesn't always come up here. But thank you for everyone who does send a mail. And they're asking some questions about this climate control thing and all this money in Paris climate. So I'm going to go over this real quick. And I'm glad it's a different narrative and just ramming down somebody's throat or an issue of somebody's throat right now. Because I'm so depressed and angered about Social Security, the Keller thing. Believe me, it frustrates the hell out of me. It really does. I'm with you totally. But right now, this is important too. So on the climate, there are damages that jump when they do treat the atmospheres. There's not a dot. We know it. There's as much evidence. And if you believe in the Frankenshot, if you believe in that punch in the arm and what we have found out about it and the truth of the narratives behind it all that brought it to this point, you'll believe this because it's that old as well. It actually goes back even older. But you do have more devastating elements that occur and while you try to protect the planet the way they want to do it. You have more flooding, more erosions. They're saying it's all because it's not all because of the sun. It's the elements that they create between. They're given a new atmosphere. okay? And it bakes us down here. Yes, does the sun reflect up? It sure does. It does, yeah. That part of the aluminum and the barium and strontium and the silver nanoparticles that are so micro tiny. I don't even know how to get them like that. It's not my thing. I don't know. But they spray it out of these heads. And it creates a color like multicolors, actually. They can make a fall sky. They can do it. Watch closely. I have videos of them actually coming out. And you can see, let somebody tell me that that's not a chemtrail, that's a contrail. You don't see planes coloring bluish grays and purples, believe me. So it's what they do to, for certain times of the year to cloak what they were doing. They were actually cloaking it, but now they're coming forth with it. But you do have these other damages that do occur, and it's tenfolds plus due to the fact of what they're doing. Due to the fact. So you have the flooding, erosions, you have landslides, and I can tell you we've had in Pittsburgh alone tenfolds in cost of landslides, and true, they are occurring and occurring rapidly because of what they're doing. They're baking us and creating these massive storms. And when I talk about narratives and conspiracy theorists of all these states that do something, then something catastrophic like multiple tornadoes all over the place, that's real shit that they're doing. If there's a storm, they can add to it. They also know how to make the storm go away. They never do. They never do. But they do know how to break a storm up from occurring. Yeah, they do. There's so much information out there, people. Please look into it. So when you have these multiple tornadoes and windstorms and increasingly violent storms and microbursts and loss of trees, it's all abnormalities. It's not. Mother Nature will give us on her own. And I've already explained in the past on here about the core samples. We know, we check core samples, and we know we're just in a time sense where scientists can reflect back through all these samples through time based upon years, and they know exactly what Mother Earth does, okay? They already know it. But with that said, I can guarantee you, I don't know exactly what the true do they not want us to see something up there? I don't know. Are they cloaking us? But basically, that's imprisonment slavery too, in my mind. So anyway, they can make colors. They do these sprays, and they can rapid spray, and they can also clear the sky. They know, as I said, they know how to break a storm up. They know how to break a sky up. If they want to tell you, and that's why for the longest time, the weather forecasters under Donald Trump, when they were giving it, they never knew how to give the weather. I have noticed in the last 30 days, what they're saying, it's almost like clockwork. Pay attention, because I don't keep notes on it all, but I do keep a good observation to why I tell you that. And I've seen things almost like clockwork, which is unreal. And it just says that much more together that it is what it is. So how do we make them stop? What is this 100 million? Trump could, like he said, it's CPAC. He could have had it done for $39 million had he chose to do it, but he didn't believe it was necessary to do. He did have good value outlooks on how to proceed in his agenda, but they have this Green Deal that basically slaps us all in the face. And it's mega money, okay? And again, Gates and his statements, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I put a challenge out to him, and of course, he didn't see this, so he'd never accept it. But, yeah, synthetic meats, they have just so much in this agenda that's just so different than what we see, that we know, that we respect, that is nature, that is, everything is wholesome and real. And on their half, it's all about a total different narrative. So, yeah, when you look up in the sky and you feel like watching, you wake up on a crystal blue day, and then you go out at 4 o'clock and you're like, wow, it's all silvery white, and it is like a mist everywhere. It's a cloak mist. And you can sit there and watch them do it. You'll see them make the lines. All right, let me get on with that. It is where it is with that. I wish it wasn't. I wish we had recourse. It doesn't look like we will anytime soon. make sure you go around your home, you have enough elevation to the dirt levels and stuff, try to keep your foundation safe, because honestly, they're going to bring more harm to us with what they're doing with this, messing with Mother Nature like this. It is going to impact us all and cost us all. And my God, the price of wood today, a sheet of plywood, ABS, 15, 30 seconds, $60. Tripling the cost of to build a home or a manufactured home. It's unreal. It's unreal. So all the narratives that they were looking for are changing, and we're going to see them, and they're going to be powerful. Money is going to be, and cost of living is going to be impacted greatly. Okay, PA openings. I want to get to that. Some things were thrown out today a little early. We're supposed to have more definition on what that means on, I believe, the 4th or the 5th. So, but what has been released today, this is for PA in Pittsburgh. 75% capacity on the inside. Now get this, 50% capacity on the outside. I don't know if they just goofed, but hello? Outside is less than inside? It's true. It's true. And, but, it's going to help the hair salons, restaurants and so forth. And it's going to get a lot of things going and triggering money elements for small businesses. That much, I guess I should be grateful for them, because they've waited and suffered through a lot to come to this point. But I don't get 75% on the inside and 50% outside. It's what it is, right? It's what it is. That's what they said. I want to bring up this moron for a minute. And he is. I have no respect for this man. The more I read about him, the more I read about this Fauci guy. He is filth. He is dirt. He's worse than Hitler. He truly is. But now, they tie him in with kids. They tie him in with some kids on a Q&A. And he's trying to answer questions for them about what's going on, safety of masks and so forth. And I saw this, and I'm thinking they're trying to put him on, like, what kind of pedestal is this about? Really, what kind of pedestal is this? But they did it. So children were asking questions, and I didn't write nothing down on it. I just saw it, and I thought to myself, wow. I was blown away. I never expected to see this creature of a person that caused this devastation, supported and funded. We know he had all the ties into China through America and money. We know he did, and all the developments of the corona. So, yeah. And now you're going to help all his friends out by getting the Frankenstein. And people are still putting on, I saw today. I made no comment, but people are putting their card up that they got the shot, that they got the Franken shot, that they got the punch, the prick. Everybody has a different narrative for it, but I'm going with the Franken shot, because honestly, to me, that's what it is, since I've learned about it through Dr. Francis Boyle and Dr. Ron Bush. And their information's incredible, people. Please research it, please. I want to say this also, because as for what I talk about and what I say, I am not right on everything. I'm just a support voice. And I'm trying to teach myself how to do better work for you. And we as people do have a voice. How can we move into our future and protect our rights and voices where everything really matters? And that's how I'm trying to do this for everyone. And I hope you give me the space to be able to do that for you. I want to be good at what I'm doing, but I don't know if I'll ever be able to be good at what I'm doing. You get where I'm coming from? Yeah. But again, I do it because I really care enough about what has happened in America, the lies, the cheats, the steals, the communism, the socialism, everything that's existing now that's the issue. I thought to myself of another narrative. It's just not replacing all the seats. People, make your blue states red, please. Get in there. Do your grassroots and footwork. And that's my biggest narrative that I have, that I like to share. And I'm really excited about good people and Marjorie Green. I mean, I could go on with the list. And I have some other podcasts. They're going to be like coming in, and we're going to start sharing even in our group room who they are. And I don't care if they're bigger than me or smaller than me or whatever. We got to get their word out too, because everything's important. Everybody's opinion makes sense to all of us in one way or another, and we find comfort in that. So everybody out there, to me, is important, and I support every one of you podcasters. I really do. But with that said, we have to fight the government in other ways as well. And I think we have to create a future of where we're going with that. Make our governments allow us to have votes on major issues of choice, to be the voice for the Haas, and when they put these bills forward. So what I'm saying here is, in my opinion, you have the left and the right, and then you have us. Let's just say we're in the middle, okay? And we're going to be on the right. Most of us, a big majority, and now plus even more, that jumped over. So with that said, we only need them there to serve a purpose, and that is their oath to serve the people. And I think what it's coming down to now is we need to format, and I hope the president puts something like this together. President Trump, if you get wind of this, maybe you can give it some consideration. You can tell me it's useless, and I would understand that. But it's a thought in my head. If we, just like on Facebook, you can sign a petition and voice your opinions and whatnot. I don't know where they all really go, but I do know they get to some places. I know some of the things do happen from good people. But if we had choice, and say it came up, let's just, as an example, it's about climate control. Since tonight that was a topic. Are you yay or nay? Nay. I would bet a majority would say nay. At least our side would know what we want and how to fight for it, and we would have a voice in there with them. And I think that needs to be there. They got away with murder, left and right in some ways, because we have good and we have bad, both sides, more limited of good on the left, of course, and much better on the right. But that was while President Trump was in. So how do we control it when they're not controlling it? I think we need some type of platform. And they lay out what they're doing, and we go through all the issues, and we check off the A's and the nays to everything. Let the American people speak to the people up there doing the job for us and isolate it. I think something like that should be put together. I really, truly do. And I think we need to create this plan, a platform at a city government level that is going to put us with our voice up there. They're there for us. They're there to work for us, but yet they don't do it. And we see all these things that come up that we would never even approve or want to ever see. How do we stop that? How do we stop that? Because that is another big issue to all of what we deal with. And I think if we had something that we could create as people together, and I know there's a lot of smart, intelligent people out there, and I'll give you all the airtime that I can through parroting that I do to tell anybody you need what needs to be heard. But can we put something together like this? I say to you, does this sound even reasonable? I think it does. We need some kind of structure to guide our good side up there in Washington to fight for us on. And if we don't want something and we voice it, then they know where we're at. Go fight against it. If we lose, we lose. I understand, we're not the majority. But maybe, just maybe, if they see it come directly from us, not because they feel they need to create new bills and laws, because words are power, and once power is in place with the word, you're done. You're pretty much done, and we need to stop that. That's a very bad narrative that we live under. And to me, I think that's where we need to go. I really do. And I want to see it happen. I want to see us to be able to have more control of even our own team up there. And I think if we could get something like this, it would move us forward for our future at a much better standard. And it would put us with equal voice and right up there in Washington, D.C. And it would actually limit criminal activity by far. How hard would it be for us to create a platform where all we need to do is put our name in, our address, This is what we want. They get the tallies of, okay, there was 50 million people that don't want this. We have to fight because there's, 10 million said they do. Well, guess what? The 50 million rules. That's the power and the number of the voice and the support. That's all we need. But we need to do it. And Congress needs to report to us as the people. At least, on the Republican side, for a majority of what we fight for here in this room and in a lot of other rooms out there with the Patriots and so forth. Hello, Terry Anderson, by the way. How you doing, brother? I want to say hello to you. That's a strong man down there that does a lot of footwork. I don't think I'm too far off from this or wanting this, and I hope you understand where I'm at with it. I really do hope you are. Please let me know any input that you have, because I think we have the right to control it. We have the right to control all the votes and all the issues that come forth up there. And I think we need to now get more involved. They might be up there doing a job, but let's not forget they took an oath, which they do not respect. And they took a job, which they don't care that we know they took the job and they get the paycheck. I think we need to put a squeeze on them. You know what I'm reaching for and squeezing, right? I want to put pressure on them, put pressure on their thoughts, suppress them. And when we do that with voice and a system that can actually probably enhance what we want right now, we need to go for that. And then we cut into all these areas of the voting platforms, getting strong, getting all these new laws, and, stopping Washington from taking control to isolate the future for them and their narrative to the left. And I think that is where we really need to step up. We need to be the voice to our side, and we need to do it tomorrow. We need to do it yesterday. Big step forward, just like my billboards across America. Expose them all, their faces, the issues, and everything they've ever done. Billboards everywhere across America with their faces all over it, and really let these people in America see, because a lot of them are blind. They don't come here. They don't watch me. They don't watch others. They don't listen to you. They don't hear you. We need another way also that way on the avenue, as well as taking them down in all the small cities, boroughs, and et cetera on the votes. Let's just put people in there. Let's just get them in there. Once they're in there, we'll work with them. But we just have to make sure they have the same reasons that we have, that they're coming forth to do it. And I know we can take control. I know we can do it. And again, please think about what I'm asking you here. I need some help. I need some thought. I need some feedback. Because I think if we could do that, we're going to isolate and control a lot of the issues, just like this stimulus, where it's going. It's... and now another 2.5 and 10 trillion over 10 years to add into that. And then what's going to come next? Then next. And what we already see of the 2.5, we're talking about, again, breadcrumbs for the United States with the infrastructure, the job losses. It's all about this money's going to go somewhere else for other reasons. So let's get our political leadership corrected. Let's get the public servants, make them work for why they're there and what the meaning of their oaths are to serve the public, because they're not doing it hard enough. I know we have fighters, but we don't have enough, and I think our voice will pressure them harder. And they won't have a leg to stand on if we know every move they make. They must report to us so we can check. I mean, even if it's every month, we have a list. Vote on the list, sign your name, just like the ID card thing, but in a different manner, and put it in their faces. And I'm not saying that to be rude to our side. I want to support our side. But our voice means everything right now, and we need better establishment in our country. And I think it would help. I think greatly it would help. I just don't know where to start. I mean, I started with my math, so you got that. Does any of this make sense to you? I hope it does. I hope it does. And I think my thoughts are going to be clear enough for you to maybe give me some better ideas. Please write to me. Please talk to me. Hey, yell at me. I don't care. It doesn't matter. I think we need to be more involved, and we can do it from our own home. To me, that's positive. We don't have to go there. They hear our voice. They got to follow our instructions. And we need more of that to happen. We really do. We need more of that to happen. We need to keep our voice of freedom upon us, and we need to have it like yesterday. We really do. So I want to come up with this too for Pittsburgh, just to get back on my support system. You know, I got to shout people out or things out. Lawrenceville, Pittsburgh, PA, is going to start a pop-up market. Starts tomorrow. And check into that. I'm sure you'll be seeing it on PLT and some of the other topics, and news media is local if you do watch them. I'm not going to tell you what to do there. I make my choices. You make yours. But because it's in my neighborhood, I want you to know there are some starving artists out there that are going to be setting up in this pop-up market in Lawrenceville. Look it up. Check it on the internet. The information's out there. It's better than watching the media, to be honest with you. Post-in notes. I like to do a little bit more of the post-in votes. Put up some things for opinion. That's why I was going in this direction. What are your problems with America that you foresee first? Some people did say some things to me. Thank you for that. Today was a little off. Didn't seem like there was a lot of people out there on. I didn't see a lot of group activity. I seen some. I didn't see some. It's a holiday. I get it. That's fine. I'm going to leave it up there, and I'm going to be posting some other things and thoughts and ideas. And I hope it takes us into something that I just mentioned to you, where we have some control in America, that we can have substance back. And these people up there, once they're in, we can watch their activity. Let's use their technology. Let's do this thing for real. Now, a statement that I like to make every once in a while is, remember, you always have the last word with me. You really do. Everything here on the 10 gives you the right of choice. It's always about check your own information. You know, which you do. I know you do. I know you see it. I see you post it. No, do not stop. Do not stop. But with me being a voice for you here, I need to be. The best way I can say this, I guess, is give me more. Sometimes I don't get enough, okay? And I need more from you on the interaction side. I hope when I go into live feeds that's going to make the correction. But I don't want it to go away. What I have, I'm grateful for. But I want it to grow in strength that way, because I want your voice out there. I want it stronger out there than my own, is what the truth of the matter is. So keep that in mind. But remember, everything is your choice always. No one here is a judge. We're just opinions and support of information. It's always okay to disagree, always. Don't ever be afraid to stand up for what you believe, even if that means you're standing alone. We'll get through this together, and at the end of the day, we'll always walk out as friends. That's the bottom line. That's the bottom line. Heavy, huh? Not really, but it's true. It's true. Say what you need to say, whether it's good or bad. I respect it. America, we're seeing loss of rights. We can't have that. It worries me. And I'm going to talk just for a quick second on guns. We have rights to our guns in the Second Amendment. When you disarm, you increase violence. These areas that this happens in, it's proven across the board, activity rises, deaths rise. Maybe that's what they want. They just want America discombobulated everywhere. So we need to fight that narrative still and stay strong in it. Support the National Rifles, all the stuff, the news, everything that's out there that way. Stay strong with it. Don't ever give up. Don't ever give up. See, that wasn't so hard. Just a couple seconds there to shoot that out to you. I guess if you got where I was coming from tonight, you're going to kind of know where I'm going to go to in the future. This opinion of voice and words, your words are power. Just like laws. People voice words. Words become power, words become laws, and that gives them the magic. And that's what we need to stop. I just want to take America back. I want to take back America from them. And I'm going to push that narrative as hard as I can on my side. These executive orders, are going to be scrutinized. Some of them. I don't know where it's going to get us for the future. Do I worry about some of it? I sure do. Can I stop some of it? Not on my own. Not even in ways not even with all of us. So let's keep the structure strong. Let's figure out some things together. I'll give you everything I can give you in a good way. In a good way. The best way I can. I'm pretty much done. I didn't want to get too heavy on anybody today with all the craziness going on in the world. But I do appreciate you coming in, checking it out, talking to me, giving me interaction. And I do get that through the 10 o'clock talks, Hotmail and Gmail. 10oclocktalks at gmail.com. You get me direct. Hotmail might linger, but it exists there as well. So, but that said, send me a message through Messenger. Doesn't matter. If you want to come on board, talk to me as well, I'll make you through. Well, let's put you right into the program. This is where I want to go to in the platform. So every one of you is very important to me, and I hope you will, give it some consideration. Don't be shy, man. Don't hold back. Don't hold back. I don't care if you get me through Messenger if you want. It's probably the safest way. I'll make you right in. And I don't care if you want to tell me about some business that needs help. We'll get the word out for those people. If you have any information on things in the world that you know are harmful to people, important, vital information, I welcome you. I always will welcome you. So bring that to me. Bring it to America. Let's take back America. And again, thank you to all the patriots out there, man. You guys are wonderful. You are all wonderful. I wish you a happy, Good Friday evening. And this is our weekend report. Welcome to my world. Thank you for having me. I appreciate you bringing me in, making me part of your day. So with that said, happy Easter, everybody. The best to your family, your kids. I got some Easter eggs with money to hide. I'm going to make some kids happy. They don't know it's coming, but they're not mine. It's for the kids. So I'm going to go out and play Easter Bunny Santa Claus for a little bit. Ditch some stuff so they find them in the morning when they're out on their Easter egg hunts. You got to do America right, right? You really do. You got to do America right. So with that said, again, thank you. You are the power, people. Never forget that. You really, really are. And we're all together in numbers strong. And that is the truth. Please don't judge me. I will never judge you. Have a great night, everybody.